In some ways, I have always been aware of the relationship between rotting and decaying food and manure and how it can then be turned into a valuable product that grows delicious, nutritious food. My father, with his peers, led the way in the early days of the organic food movement.
It became very clear, at least the way we were growing vegetables with organic practice, the limit to how many vegetables I could grow was how much compost I could bring to bear. Making compost was something that became a very important enterprise on that vegetable farm.
Now organic has gained wide popularity, recognition, and we have grown to accommodate the need for small and medium-sized organic vegetable growers.
I have a very strong appreciation for what Sid and his dad and his team have done.
It's a really sophisticated operation and they're both brilliant. I love that these Vermont businesses are innovative and family-oriented.
I couldn't believe how well laid out things were in their process, how dialed in it is.
The well pump is now an 18-gallon per minute pump,
Okay.
which is the max. It was a 15.
I like a customer like Sid, somebody who's curious and interested and wants to do the research and challenges us. It makes our job more fun.
We were experiencing some issues with our tote washing system.
The landscaping and vertical nature of this site made it somewhat difficult to get water in volume, and the pressure that we needed to operate the wash equipment up the hill from the bottom.
Our systems were frequently needing either replacement, repair, the need to best utilize the current capacity of our well brought us to clear water. We also were having to communicate about water usage on the farm every time there was any significant draw. Totes were being washed, donkeys were being watered, and we have to add water at a stage in our potting soil production. If all three would be using water at the same time, then it could shut the pump down.
I identified the restrictions in the system that were causing problems, how much pressure he was actually getting up to the trailer. There's two parts to this. We got to make sure that we're getting you the volume and the pressure you need to the trailer, but then we need to make sure we eliminate any restrictions at the trailer.
There's going to be a sediment filter into that corner right there. Come out of that sediment filter to the water softener. Out of your water softener, it's going to come up overhead, feed your storage tank.
There's never going to be a time where they're without softened water. If they end up hitting their capacity in the middle of the day while they're still using a bunch of water, it'll just switch to the other tank.
The feedback was immediate that the guy who runs the trailer did not run out of pressure, had plenty of flow, had plenty of water.
It has been completely smooth, full power, no fluctuation. Nothing about this system has not worked as expected. There are actually two systems and two softeners that will be installed. The other is going to be softening water from the well that is currently supplying our lab.
I am Rocio Morera. I am the Quality Assurance Manager. Carl wanted to start doing more testing of the potting soils that he was producing here.
There are various parameters that we measure with instruments, conductivity, pH, nitrates.
The plans really tell us everything about our potting soils.
I understood lab water and I understood the importance of consistency.
We put an RO system and just removes all the contaminants that can affect the testing.
I did my own testing and then the lab tech did her testing. It came out to almost be a perfect match.
Our lab will have both softened water and also demineralized water on tap and not have to lug heavy jugs around and swap them out. Finding really good plumbers is very challenging. I really needed a team that was a cut above. I felt immediately assured when speaking with Steve at Clearwater that they had the skill set necessary, the knowledge, the capability to solve the problem we had. It was very professional, and he also seemed to be very knowledgeable about the field he works in.
If you're not going through that much of the salt right now, switching to potassium may be a non-issue. When it's all said and done, the goal is for it to work and for everybody to be happy.
The wash operations are as good as it's ever been on the best day.
When I call upon the services of a professional, I like to know that they are there for me, that they are going to respond, and that they're following up to ensure that I'm satisfied with their services.
We're a solution-oriented group of people, whether it's to increase their production of whatever they're doing, reduce maintenance, reduce failure of components, keep people safe. We really want everybody to have success in what they're doing.